Disclaimer: the information in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before investing in any crypto project. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Crypto Huntsman YouTube channel. I want to just thank anyone that has liked or commented or subscribed to my channel. If you haven't done that and it's your first time maybe seeing the channel, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and maybe like and comment on any one of the videos that you've brought to the channel. So I just want to say this one thing before I show this new project that I'm looking to get into today. Just please, everyone, just remember that crypto is risky. DeFi is highly risky projects getting into. So I'm going to try and maybe start mentioning that a bit more often. But long term, my approach will be to try and make a little bit of money in the risky projects, and as I mentioned before, funnel them out into more secure crypto projects or crypto coins and likes of BNB, Phantom, obviously Bitcoin, and start being able to build up a portfolio without having to put much money into crypto personally. So obviously, like on the intro, none of this is financial advice, so treat it as risk plays and simple and straightforward. So without boring you anymore with the legal stuff, so the project we're looking at today is called BUSD Kingdom. So I'll provide a link below, but if you happen to see this link anywhere else or in different Telegram groups around that, just pay attention to the link. There's a website going around, I think it's busdkingdom.org, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, but make sure you're on the .online one. That's the official BUSD Kingdom website. So this is going to be released the 27th, which is today's date, at 4 p.m. UTC time. This will be one of the first projects like this that I'm getting into on release. I most often get into projects that are already have been released and possibly coming to the end of their time. So you've probably seen some of these Kingdom ones are on different chains. Obviously, this is going to be on the Binance Smart Chain. It's pretty much a fork of Pizza Tower. So like Pizza Tower is still doing good, and there's still seems to be users using it and getting involved in it. So I hold up some hope, obviously, for this project to not last obviously for forever, but last more a while, long enough so we can get our ROI back out of it. So the idea of it is here you can invest into different towers. You can see them here. We have Tower 1, Tower 2, 3, 4 and 5. Each tower offers a different ROI. So I think at the moment you can get up to 4.5% per day daily. So obviously, depending on your funds and what you're wanting to invest into it, you pick the tower you want to use. Now, probably instead of using the word invest, it's more of what you want to gamble into it. We'll try and start changing it. So yeah, overall the layout is good. I like, simple and clean, play to earn kind of game. You buy a tower, you upgrade the tower. The higher the towers upgrade, the more ROI you'll gain on it. Obviously, the more gold coins you'll earn. The way it works is you have your warriors here basically, and they get attacked coming down the alley or the paths, and once that's done, each tower gets a small percentage of gold coins, which come into here, this is going to be your treasury basically. Just one key note to remember, if I happen to forget it when I look at the docs, is when you first set up into this, you have 24 hours to claim your rewards. So they'll build up basically for 24 hours, but after that there's no more rewards will build up. So in order for you to unlock another level up so you can extend it out to 48 hours, I think you have to pay BUSD to upgrade it. So if you leave it for 25 hours or 26 hours, you still have your 24-hour rewards, but you'll have no more rewards being generated. So ideally, we want to be coming in here under 24 hours pretty much every day and claiming your rewards. It's pretty much a BUSD in platform and BUSD out platform. So so I'll in the description I'll have my link link to this and a link to Telegram, but I'll put in an alliance link. So this is literally a referral link. What I'm going to try and start doing with these, if people eventually start building up more people following and maybe using these, I'm going to start using the rewards that certain platforms give out and maybe doing giveaways or distributing a kind of two different accounts that use them. So I will be looking at probably building up a Discord channel maybe to keep everything into one place to make it easier for everyone and pretty much share out the rewards. So obviously I'm not really getting into massive thing for referral shilling, but when it's there I'll use it. If you want to use it, use away. If you don't want to use it, it doesn't make a difference to me anyway. So right, we're going to quickly just jump into the documents here. So you can see here each tower has 6 upgrade levels. The higher the level, the stronger the warriors, and the more gold you knock out of enemies. So pretty much each level will cost a certain value in BUSD to get into, but you also have to upgrade it to get the higher ROIs. So you can see here the different towers. So we have Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 3, 4 and Tower 5. You probably see most people will be looking to get into Tower 5, and most other YouTubers probably looking into Tower 5. Obviously I'm trying to be a bit more cautious with it, so I'll be jumping into Tower 3 and using between $240 or up to $300. One BNB basically is equivalent to what I'm trying to put into it. So my plan would be to put into 240 here, and then for the other 60 I might look at maybe getting into Tower 1 and upgrading that as well. So I could upgrade Tower 1 up to level 4, I think it is. So it's not like a combination. You don't pay 40 I don't think and it automatically upgrades. I think you have to go through each level. So yeah, I look at probably Tower 3 that, and maybe then up into Tower 1. So I'll be getting, obviously for $240 I'll be getting 3.58 per day. However, the $60, if I end up putting it in and it's up here, I'll be getting an average of these 3 or 4 numbers. So it'll be 3.2, so it could be 3.1 for my average for the other $60. So that's something to make sure you're aware of. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the full amount that it says here. So keep that in mind when you're investing into whatever tier you're looking to invest into or tower you're looking to invest into. So yeah, as I said, level 1, Tower 3 will be my starting point. I'll be looking to ROI out as quick as I can, so that pretty much means that every reward that I earn, I'll be pulling it out and putting it into either a different project or using it to build up my value that I put into it as quick as I can. So I probably won't look at compounding anything. Obviously, if I see the contract doing good, increasing, I may consider investing a little bit more in it, because then obviously it has longer life. So I'll try and update that in another video if I do decide that. So again, as I mentioned, here we are at 24 hours to basically claim rewards. If you want to upgrade that to 48 hours, 2 days, it's going to be 80 BUSD equivalent. So if we go to the currencies that the platform uses, it's crystal and gold. So in order for us to buy our towers, I think you have to use crystals. Yeah. So what you do is you pretty much can buy crystals with your BUSD. So it's a 2 currency system. Once you buy your crystals, you use that to buy your towers, or you can use that to upgrade your treasury, what it can hold, how much gold it can hold over the space of the time. Your gold is what you can exchange for BUSD. So remember, when your kingdom basic battles, they get provided with gold coins. The coins then can be exchanged then for BUSD, and I'm nearly sure that the gold coins can also be used to buy crystals. But if not, they might not be actually. I've just seen it there. They might not. So you might have to use your gold coins for BUSD and come back in through the BUSD to crystal approach again, because I think there is small fees involved for buying or buying crystals, so it would make sense to have that system, more of an open system like that. Yeah, so pretty much here's the links. We're going to just jump quickly into the audit after the audit was done by George Stamp Audit. So as you can see here, the overall score is 76. Key things here is the backdoor and owner privileges is 100. So if we go down here, there's no backdoor methods that withdraw funds to non-investor wallets, and then there's no special privileges that the owner can do that's set aside for them. So these are two key things we want, but obviously, look, it's still DeFi. There's still high risks involved in it, regardless of what ratings or numbers it has here. I would pay attention to the contract address, and it's going to be launching at 4 o'clock today. So just once it launches, it will be worth maybe to hold out for a few minutes just and double check the contract, because this audit is done. However, there's nothing to stop the contract being changed if they wanted it. I've seen it done in other projects, but I don't mean that they're going to do it, but it's just an extra bit of security for yourself. So look, it's an audit is there, what it has, information about it, adds a little bit more security, but not, it's not to be end and end all for security wise now, because we know what happens regardless of projects or audits and stuff like that. So as I said, this is the contract, so we can see the contract. If you look down here, smart contract, it'll come up, the value will show up there. Obviously you can see even at the moment there's people trying to add it, so the contract's not live, so it's going to keep failing anyway. Keep an eye on the contract. I would recommend writing down the value if you can, every 24 hours or every 12 hours you're able to, and try and see what way is it going. Is it still increasing? And pretty much when it gets to a stage where contract is starting to slow down or it's starting to decrease, then I'll be looking to, if I have my ROI done by then, I'll be looking to probably cash out of the system then. I know you can sell. You have to understand that when you invest whatever you have invested into it, you won't get that back, but unless it's true ROI. So for this amount, I think it's about 22 to 25 days to get your ROI back. However, you can sell your tower, and pretty much whatever your ROI is, you'll get that for 5 days, I think it is. So you won't, if you're obviously after pulling out your entire amount of money out of it, you can decide once the contract is dropping, you could decide to sell your tower, and then you would still get a decent reward out of it. So that's something to just pay attention to, hence why keep an eye on the contract. My own strategy, as I mentioned, I'll be looking to possibly jump into tower number 3. I'll try and do a video of me actually investing into it once it goes live. Again, if it's the case you're interested in the alliance part of it, use my referral link below. If not, as I said, it doesn't make a difference to me. Regardless, I'd love for you to like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe comment below what's your strategy. I'm not saying my strategy is right. I'd be curious to see what other people are doing and what way they're approaching it. And like what I mentioned in the beginning of it, just be extremely careful and cautious of what you're putting into platforms like this. Any kind of platform within DeFi, protocol and DeFi, pay attention and be careful. I can't emphasize that enough. There's so many rugs have happened on platforms stopping, that we need to make sure that everyone is fully aware that these are gamble plays, but ideally we can still generate some sort of income for ourselves from the gamble plays. So that's pretty much our overview of BUSD Kingdom. So just let me know in the comments what you're doing, what's your strategy, and I wish everyone has a great day, and thanks for watching. Thanks, bye.